Welcome to Epochs Across Eras, and thank you for joining us on this epic journey through the Qin Dynasty, China's first empire. Today we ask one final question. What did Qin truly leave behind? In just 15 years, the dynasty rose, ruled, and collapsed. Yet its influence has lasted over 2,000 years, from centralized bureaucracy to standard writing, from imperial rule to national identity. Qin reshaped China's future. But it did so through conquest, censorship, and fear. So now we ask, was the legacy of Qin worth its cost? The Qin dynasty unified China, but at what cost? Millions were conscripted, thousands died, books were burned, voices silenced. The empire rose like a monument and fell like a landslide. Yet so much remained. Laws, roads, weights, characters, identity. These were not undone. Later dynasties would soften Qin's harshness, but build on its foundations. So how do we judge Qin? As a brutal tyranny that died young, or as a necessary step toward enduring unity? Let's weigh what Qin gave, what it took, and what it taught. Though short-lived, Qin set powerful precedents that shaped Chinese civilization. Qin ended centuries of warring states, forging a centralized state with one law, one ruler, and one capital. Qin divided China into commanderies and counties, ruled by appointed officials. An administrative system still echoed today. Qin unified writing, coinage, weights, and even axle widths, making trade, communication, and taxation possible across vast regions. Qin's roads, canals, and early versions of the Great Wall physically linked the empire. Though harsh, Qin's legalist code introduced impersonal governance, where laws, not family ties, determined order. Later dynasties like the Han refined these systems, replacing terror with Confucian values, but they never abandoned the Qin framework. In many ways, Qin made China governable. But this legacy came at a terrifying price. Forced labor and death. Millions were conscripted for projects. The Great Wall and the Emperor's tomb consumed lives like fire consumes wood. Thought suppression, the 213 BCE book burning, and the 212 BCE scholar executions destroyed centuries of intellectual heritage. Loyalty was enforced with terror. Truth was discarded. Trust disintegrated. Even ministers were executed at a whisper of dissent. Qin's reliance on fear made its institutions brittle. The moment fear wavered, rebellion erupted. Confucian ethics, historical memory, and philosophical diversity were erased or driven underground. Qin ruled with iron, but iron can rust. The dynasty collapsed not because it was weak, but because it was too rigid to bend. Its people obeyed, but never believed. So, was it worth it? Some historians say yes. Without Qin's ruthlessness, China may have remained fragmented. The Han dynasty, and all that followed, inherited a unified canvas. Qin took the pain so others could paint. Others argue no. The human cost was too high. A regime that silences its thinkers, works its people to death, and collapses within a generation is not a model, it's a warning. The truth lies somewhere in between. Qin was both a birth and a funeral, a brutal parent of a lasting child. Its roads, characters, and administrative systems endured. Its cruelty did not. Modern China still bears its imprint, in structure, symbolism, and sovereignty. So maybe the real question isn't was it worth it? Maybe it's how can we preserve unity without repeating Qin's mistakes? That is the legacy Qin leaves us, a warning wrapped in a foundation. The Qin dynasty fell, but China remained. It unified a nation, shaped an identity, and built tools for lasting governance. But it also showed us what happens when order replaces compassion, when control crushes wisdom, and when power fears thought. Qin was a lesson carved in bronze and blood. So we remember it not just for what it built, but for what it broke. Thank you for journeying through this empire with us. We'll see you in the next chapter of history. Thank you for watching Epochs Across Eras. If you enjoyed this journey through history, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Let's keep exploring the past to uncover the stories that shaped our world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and keep exploring the epochs that define us all.